Good morning, everyone. We are coming to you live via Facebook streaming. We are coming to you live via Facebook streaming, YouTube streaming, and also via Skype. Each one of you is welcome to this live streaming from our studios in Trinidad. You are connected to from wherever you are connecting. Sutras of Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, returning to the existence. You will experience the experiencer. There is one cosmos, one sky, spread over all the nations, the oceans, the mountains. There are many stars, many planets. The part of the sky that is over a particular country does not belong to that country. It is not the airspace over which a particular country has its control. Existence is one. There is no spiritual horizon of the east or west. A spiritual horizon is one, just like as infinite sky with star-studded stars and planets. Many are there. They belong to different paths. Just as different paths, different rivers drop their water in the ocean and become oceanic, so too each awakened one or enlightened one becomes a drop in the cosmic existence. Today, 11th of December 9th, is the birth anniversary, the day Osho manifested in the form that we know. 11th of December 1931. 23rd of March 1953 attained enlightenment, and on 19th of January 1990 dissolved back into the existence. There are many stars on the spiritual horizon. Buddha, from the east we count Buddha, Mahavir, Patanjali, many others in the west, in the east, Middle East, the Naqshbandi, the Sohrawardiya, the Qadiriya, Tariqat of Sufis, Hasid, Jesus, Zen, Tao, many spiritual horizons, traditions are there. Each contributes and is connected to one another. A star is not seen in separation with the others in the sky. All are stood in the fabric of the sky. When you have a particular ornament or a garment where precious stones are studded, they cannot be seen in their individuality. Their beauty is in their togetherness. A single diamond is not as beautiful when it is studded along with others to enhance the beauty of that garment. And not only that, the beauty of that particular precious stone also enhances. So let us keep a cosmic approach towards it. The particular sutra, which is the last, wherever your attention alights at this very point, experience. You will then, what will happen when you develop the attitude of attentiveness, like as Zen monk Bokuzu said, this is the only meditation that I know. When I eat, I eat. When I walk, I walk. And while I sleep, I feel sleepy, I sleep. Whatever happens, happens. I do not interfere. We want to change the direction of the river. River is flowing. You have to flow in harmony with it. Life is a river that is constantly flowing to merge with its oceanic presence. You do not interfere with it. That is all there is. Do not interfere. And whatever happens, allow it to happen. You will be simply there, and that will give you attentiveness. You will have attention, and the technique will be in your hands. You will experience the experiencer. There are three things. We experience the object, which is, then there is subject, that is the experiencer, and what happens between the object and the subject is the action. You will experience the experiencer. You experience the object. The entire process is based to experience the object, but not the experiencer. You will fall back to yourself. You will fall back to your center. From everywhere, you are rebounded. Take a bucket full of water. Take a bucket full of water. And you make a fist and push your hand into the water. And then suddenly you pull out. There is a hole in the water. Then water from all around will converge to fill that gap. This is what happens. From everywhere you will be reflected. It's once the light is lit, its light does not go into one particular direction unless there are obstructions. Its light is spread 360 degrees. Once you have experienced the experiencer, your light, your fragrance, your beauty will be reflected in 360 degrees. The whole existence will mirror you. You will be reflected everywhere. Wherever you go, whatever you do, that will reflect you. The whole existence will mirror you, and then you will know yourself never before. Unless the whole existence begins to mirror you, unless every part of the existence reveals you, unless every relationship opens you, you are such an infinite phenomenon. Ordinary mirrors will not do. You are such a vast existence within that unless the whole existence mirrors you, no one will have a glimpse of you. That is the multidimensionality. When the whole universe becomes a mirror, only then you will be mirrored. In you exists the divine, just as in the drop exists the entire ocean, the quality of the ocean. The oceanic quality is reflected in the drop. In the drop, that you are, the entire existence will be reflected. And the technique to make existence a mirror like this needs attention. Become more alert. Go on becoming more and more alert. First time when you are eating, many times the attention will go out. But that does not mean you stop working. Continue. A moment will come that your attention will not move out. In the beginning, it will happen, it will frequently be going out. Then the gap between two movements outside will start narrowing down. Then there will be no movement outside. Then wherever your attention alights, wherever on any object or any object you alight, anything does not matter, suddenly experience yourself. The moment you are watching a flower, your attention is there totally. Something will begin to happen within you. You want to know what will happen within you? Firstly, your breathing will become as if it is not existing. There will be a moment when there will be no thought. Your eyes are just staring. There is no movement. The movement of the eyes, the blinking of the eyes reflect the thought process in the mind. I am speaking. The words are forming. The technique of the mind is used to form the sentences, but it is an empty space where no thought is arising. Suddenly experience yourself when, as a couple, two lovers are sitting face to face one another and start staring into the life of one and into the eyes of one another. Eyes are the window to the inner. Eyes is the doorway through which you can go out or go in. Every sense organ is a doorway. Through the eyes, you go out, light goes out, falls on any object, or it comes to you. The same is the sound. And when you are constantly looking at your lover or beloved, slowly and slowly you will start feeling that the breathing has become silent. Then a moment will come when you will not feel the breathing at all. There is just stillness. And in that you will know for the first time who you are. And the technique is to make the existence a mirror in this way. Create attention, become more and more alert. Then wherever your attention alights, wherever on any object it alights, suddenly you experience yourself. Be it a flower, be it anything, be it your spouse. Once your attention alights on that, this is possible, but right now impossible because you do not fulfill the basic requirement. You can look at a flower, but that is not attention. You are running near the flower, around and round. You see the flower while running, but you are not there even for a single moment. You are eating food. Are you there with the food? Is there harmony with the food that you are consuming within? The food that will give you nourishment. Is there harmony between you and the food? No. So this is the first requirement. There has to be a total harmony and oneness with that. Then the whole life becomes meditative. It is not that you have to go to meditative centers or attend the classes in meditation. Take the meditative courses, not necessary. Wherever you are, you can be meditative, you can learn. That particular object becomes your instructor. What happens, transpires between you and that object can become the instructions for you. Wherever your attention alights at this point experience, just remember yourself, there is a deep reason because of which this technique can be helpful. You can throw a ball and hit the wall. The wall will come back. When you look at a flower or at a face, a certain energy is being thrown. Your look is energy from the camera. When the aperture opens, a light energy goes towards that object. And in that object, in that movement, that light captures the image. Your look is energy. But you are not aware that when you look, you are investing some energy. You are throwing some energy. A certain quality of your energy, of your life energy is being thrown. That is why you feel exhausted. A camera does not feel exhausted. Its aperture is not open 24 hours, but your aperture is open 24 hours. That is why you feel exhausted after looking in the street the whole day. You cannot stare for a long period of time. People are passing, advertisements are there, the crowd is there, the shops. Looking at everything, you feel exhausted, and then you want to close your eyes to relax. You can be relaxed with eyes wide open. If you stare, your eyes feel tension, and you want to close it to relax. That's why the Tratak meditation is when I asked to look into the eyes and go deep within. Although you are going deep within the other, but in a way you are going deep within yourself also. Looking at everything, you feel exhausted, and then you want to close your eyes to relax. What has happened? Why are you feeling so exhausted? You have been throwing the energy. The camera aperture is not throwing the energy. It opens its aperture only to capture a particular object for you. Buddha and Mahabir both insisted that their monks should not look too much. Sufis, the Naqshbandi Kalmat, 11 Kalmat, one of them says, Nazar bar Kadam. Let your gaze be at your feet. So your feet is one, not like so many objects that you are seeing, the shops, infinite number of passers-by, and so many other objects that you get confused. Should not look too much. They must concentrate on the ground. On the ground, and Naqshbandi Kalmat says, Nazar bar Kadam. Keep your eyes on your feet. Buddha says that you can only look 4 feet ahead. Don't look anywhere else. This is the secret of walking. You can only look 4 feet ahead of you. Nowhere else. Just look on the path where you are moving. I have seen people walking on the street, but they're watching left and right as a natural habit. To look 4 feet ahead is enough, because you have moved When you move 4 feet, again your gaze will go 4 feet ahead. Don't look more than that, because you are not going to waste your energy unnecessarily. So when you are walking and there is darkness, your headlight has a certain radius, but it is focuses only in front. Each headlight of the vehicle is made to look up to a certain distance, not beyond that. When we have covered a certain, in the same way, its focus of the light goes on moving along with you move. When you look, you are throwing a certain amount of energy. Wait, be silent, allow that energy to come back to you. Then you will be surprised. If you allow the life energy to come back, you will never feel exhausted. This is the reason that I had asked some of you to use this meditation of looking into the eyes. You can use this if you can look into the eyes of your spouse and use that as a meditation, sitting in front of one another in a comfortable position. If that is not available, you can sit in front of the mirror and keep on looking into your eyes in the mirror. If you allow the energy to come back, you will never feel exhausted. Do it. Tomorrow morning or this morning, anytime you get an opportunity, try it. But you want to chant your mantras. You want to use your rosary. Be silent. Look at a thing. Be silent. Don't think about it. And wait patiently for a single moment. The energy will come back to you. Just as. How long does it take for the aperture to open? The light to move out of the camera, falls on the object and returns back. And the moment it returns back, the aperture is closed and the image is captured in your camera screen. You may be revitalized then. This is a simple principle if you follow in your life. People continuously ask, I go on reading continuously. So they ask me, why are question was asked Osho. Osho has read over almost close to 150,000 books. And just as Vivekananda was a fast reader and he has a mirror-like memory, he could remember things, but his eyes did not deteriorate. You must have needed space long ago. You can read, but if you are reading silently with no thought, we are reading, a thought is arising. You read something, you want to make a note of it. You want to take down the notes and write somewhere else so that you can use it elsewhere, wherever it is. You can read, but if you are reading silently with no thoughts arising, the energy comes back to you. It will never be wasted. You never feel tired. My whole life, I have been reading 12 hours a day, sometimes even 18 hours a day, but I have never felt any tiredness. On my screen, it is said, do not spend too much time on the computer screen, but I spend a lot of time reading and doing the work on computer. When I am reading, simply reading. Without the thought, the energy comes back. There is no barrier. And if you are there, reabsorb it and the reabsorption of the energy, it becomes rejuvenating. Rather than your eyes feeling tired, feel more relaxed, more vital, filled with more energy. This is the secret, and this is very important. If you use simple technique of looking into the eyes of your spouse, or if that is not available for whatever reasons, you can have sit in front of the mirror and start looking at looking into your eyes. If that is not possible, you are sitting in your office doing the work, choose a particular object and you look at it continuously without blinking. The energy will move out, and if there is no thought arising in your mind, the energy will return to you, revitalize you, and you will feel rejuvenated. Your eyesight will improve upon. The glasses that I am using is now 6 to 7 years old, and the glasses that was changed after the eye testing, after this, gives me headache. So my eyesight has improved tremendously, and if I go to test it again, it will be much more improved, and I don't feel the necessity of getting it tested again. Enough for today. Returning to the existence series of talks comes to an end. When we meet again next week, we will start another the questions relating to these talks. Enough for today. Take care and do have a pleasant day. Tao overflows. Osho and past lives will be posted as soon as the video is ready. Until then, take care and do have a pleasant day.